Wednesday, August 19th, I'm Owen Poole, and this is what's going on in tech today. OpenAI's ChatGPT advertising experiment continues as 2 more countries now have ads enabled on the free and Go subscription tiers. ChatGPT users in Mexico and Brazil will now start seeing ads, the first Spanish and Portuguese-speaking markets. Back in May of this year, OpenAI announced it would start experimenting with ads embedded in the chatbot's replies at those pricing tiers. OpenAI has said that advertising will not influence the replies of the chatbot. The announcement of ads expanding comes at the same time OpenAI has hired a new chief revenue officer. Speculation surrounding OpenAI and its biggest American rival Anthropic going public in the coming years means that both companies will need to generate more and more revenue to justify high valuations and continued spending on AI infrastructure. With a new chief revenue officer in place, it is possible more countries' versions of ChatGPT could see ads in the near future. A new report claims that there is a large gray market for GLP-1 weight loss drugs that lives on TikTok, and the platform is not doing enough to stop it. The use of GLP-1 medications have exploded in recent years for the purposes of weight loss. And even though these drugs typically require a prescription, online sourcing of GLP-1s is widespread. There are also a wide variety of GLP-1 and other similar drugs that are not approved by the FDA. According to Ultraviolet, a gender justice nonprofit, unregulated sales of research drugs is rampant on TikTok. Content about the pharmaceuticals was easily acceptable to TikTok users before and after the ownership transition, according to the Ultraviolet report. Quote, "The volume and accessibility of this content and the way this content is surfaced and recommended by TikTok's curation features suggests the issue is widespread, persistent, and TikTok is not doing enough to stop it," end quote. The report also highlights stories of people being harmed by the drugs, including a woman who was hospitalized for liver failure after taking something called retatrutide. The full report can be found on Ultraviolet's website. Yet another social media trial is set to begin as Meta is headed to a federal court in California over a lawsuit involving its platforms and child safety. The case is one of dozens levied against Meta, with 4 states as the main plaintiffs: California, New Jersey, Kentucky, and Colorado. The case alleges that Meta knowingly created a youth mental health crisis by deliberately designing features meant to addict children to its platforms. Earlier this year, Meta and YouTube were found liable for harms to children, and in a similar case in New Mexico, a jury found that Meta harms children's mental health and violates state law. The new case taking place in Oakland, California is the most high stakes yet, with the plaintiff seeking $1.4 trillion in damages. Experts say that if Meta had to pay the full amount, it would likely bankrupt the social media giant. But even if Meta loses the case, paying that amount in damages is considered very unlikely. The results of the case could also change how Meta platforms operate. Instagram has introduced teen accounts that provide extra protection for children, and the company uses AI to determine the age of its users. But the judge could order new safety measures like mandatory warnings on the platforms themselves or removing the infinite scroll. So that's what's been going on in tech today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.